Anomaly detected. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, countless sentient species coexisted under the governance of the Galactic Council. The Council, composed of representatives from the most advanced civilizations, maintained peace and stability across the stars. One day, a curious anomaly was detected on the fringes of explored space. Long-range scans had picked up signs of intelligent life on a remote, seemingly uninhabitable planet. The Council, intrigued by this discovery, dispatched a reconnaissance team to investigate. As the sleek alien ship descended through the planet's atmosphere, the crew marveled at the sight before them. Amidst the harsh, barren landscape, a thriving human colony stood defiantly. Towering structures of glass and steel glittered under the foreign sun, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The alien team, led by Commander Zorax of the Crinean Empire, had strict orders to observe the humans covertly. The Council wanted to assess these new players on the galactic stage before making contact. Zorax and his crew set up a cloaked base on the outskirts of the colony and began their surveillance. As they monitored the humans' daily lives, the aliens were impressed by their adaptability and resourcefulness. Despite the inhospitable environment, the humans had created a self-sustaining ecosystem within their colony. Advanced hydroponic farms provided bountiful harvests, while cutting-edge recycling systems ensured minimal waste. The humans themselves were a diverse lot, with a wide range of physical characteristics and cultural practices. They seemed to thrive on challenge and adversity, consistently pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. Zorax found himself drawn to their indomitable spirit and couldn't help but admire their tenacity. As the days turned into weeks, the alien team continued their observation, meticulously documenting every aspect of human life. Little did they know that a shocking discovery lay just around the corner, one that would change the course of galactic history forever. The humans harbored a secret that would soon send shockwaves throughout the cosmos and force the Council to confront the emergence of a new galactic power. The discovery. The alien reconnaissance team had been observing the human colony for months, carefully documenting their every move. Commander Zorax and his crew had grown accustomed to the daily rhythms of human life, from their efficient work routines to their lively social gatherings. One fateful day, as the aliens monitored the colony's perimeter, an alarming incident unfolded before their eyes. A human worker, operating a massive construction mech, suddenly lost control of the machine. The mech careened wildly, smashing into a nearby building with a sickening crunch. Zorax and his team watched in horror as the mech collapsed, burying the human operator beneath tons of twisted metal and rubble. The aliens quickly dispatched their medical drones, expecting to find a grisly scene of death and destruction. To their utter shock and disbelief, the human emerged from the wreckage, battered and bloodied but very much alive. The alien medics watched in stunned silence as the human's wounds began to heal before their eyes. Deep gashes knitted themselves together, broken bones mended, and bruises faded away, all within a matter of minutes. The human, seemingly unaware of the miraculous nature of their recovery, simply dusted themselves off and rejoined their fellow colonists, who were equally unfazed by the incident. It was as if this was an everyday occurrence, a normal part of human life. Zorax and his team were left reeling, their minds struggling to comprehend what they had just witnessed. They had heard whispers of species with regenerative abilities, but nothing on this scale. The human's recovery was not just rapid, it was instantaneous and complete. As the aliens pored over the data from their medical scans, they realized the implications of their discovery. If all humans possessed this regenerative power, it would change everything. The balance of power in the galaxy would shift, and humanity would emerge as a force to be reckoned with. Zorax knew that this information had to be reported back to the Council immediately. The human secret could not remain hidden for long, and the galaxy had to be prepared for the consequences. With a sense of urgency, the alien commander prepared his report, detailing every aspect of the human's incredible regeneration. Little did Zorax know that his report would ignite a firestorm of debate and controversy across the galaxy. The revelation of humanity's regenerative abilities would divide the Council and set in motion a chain of events that would bring the galaxy to the brink of war. The fate of both humanity and the galactic community hung in the balance, and the decisions made in the coming days would shape the course of history for generations to come. The galactic reaction. News of the humans' regenerative abilities spread like wildfire through the galactic community. The Galactic Council, once a bastion of unity and cooperation, found itself divided by the implications of this discovery. The Crinean Empire, known for their military prowess and expansionist tendencies, saw the humans as a potential threat to their dominance. They argued that in species with such powerful regenerative abilities could not be allowed to roam free in the galaxy. The Crineans lobbied for strict containment measures, insisting that humanity's expansion be limited to their current planet. On the other hand, the Xinthians, a species renowned for their scientific advancement and medical expertise, saw the humans' regeneration as a fascinating opportunity for study and collaboration. They believed that unlocking the secrets behind human regeneration could lead to unprecedented medical breakthroughs and benefit all sapient life in the galaxy. The Galactic Council chambers erupted in heated debate as representatives from various species clashed over the proper course of action. Some sided with the Crineans, expressing fear and mistrust of humanity's potential. Others aligned with the Xinthians, arguing that cooperation and understanding were the keys to a peaceful future. As the debates raged on, a third faction emerged, one that saw humanity as a potential ally and partner in the galactic community. Led by the wise and respected Aldari, this faction called for open dialogue and diplomacy with the humans. They believed that by working together, the galaxy could achieve great things and usher in a new era of prosperity. Behind closed doors, the Aldari reached out to the human leadership, extending an invitation for talks. They hoped that by fostering a relationship of trust and mutual understanding, they could bridge the gap between humanity and the rest of the galactic community. However, the situation was growing increasingly volatile. Hardline Crineans, frustrated by the Council's lack of decisive action, began to take matters into their own hands. They quietly assembled a strike force, intent on neutralizing the perceived human threat before it could grow any stronger. As the Council continued to debate and deliberate, the humans themselves remained largely unaware of the galactic turmoil their discovery had caused. They continued to go about their daily lives, working to build a better future for their colony and their species. But the clock was ticking, and the fate of humanity hung in the balance. The Galactic Council's decisions would determine whether the galaxy would embrace humanity as equals or seek to suppress and control them. The coming days would test the resolve of all involved and shape the course of galactic history for generations to come. Mounting tensions. As the debates in the Galactic Council grew more heated, the divide between the various factions deepened. The Crinean Empire, increasingly fearful of humanity's potential, began to rally support for their containment proposal. They painted a dire picture of a future in which a rapidly expanding human civilization, bolstered by their regenerative abilities, would upset the delicate balance of power in the galaxy. The hardliners within the Crinean ranks took things a step further. They argued that the only way to truly ensure galactic stability was to neutralize the human threat before it could fully manifest. These hawks called for a preemptive strike against the human colony, a swift and decisive action that would cripple humanity's ability to expand and challenge the established order. The Xinthians and their allies, appalled by the Crineans' aggressive posturing, redoubled their efforts to promote diplomacy and cooperation. They pointed out that the humans had shown no signs of hostility or aggression towards the galactic community. In fact, the human colony had been thriving peacefully for years, unaware of the existence of other sapient species. The moderates argued that a preemptive strike would be a grave mistake, one that would only serve to alienate humanity and sow the seeds of future conflict. They urged the Council to give diplomacy a chance, to reach out to the humans and establish a dialogue based on mutual understanding and respect. As the Council remained deadlocked, torn between the competing visions of the galaxy's future, the Aldari continued their quiet efforts to build bridges with the human leadership. Through secret communications and clandestine meetings, they sought to lay the groundwork for a peaceful resolution to the crisis. Meanwhile, on Earth and its colonies, rumors began to circulate about the existence of alien life. At first, these rumors were dismissed as mere conspiracy theories, the ravings of fringe elements and crackpots. But as more and more evidence began to surface, the human population could no longer ignore the truth. The revelation that humanity was not alone in the universe sent shockwaves through human society. Some reacted with fear and paranoia, calling for a military buildup to defend against potential alien threats. Others saw the discovery as an opportunity for growth and exploration, a chance to take humanity's place among the stars. As the human leadership grappled with this new reality, they soon learned of the galactic community's keen interest in their regenerative abilities. The knowledge that they possessed a power that could potentially reshape the balance of power in the galaxy was both exhilarating and terrifying. The stage was set for a clash of galactic proportions, with the fate of humanity and the future of the galaxy hanging in the balance. The coming days would test the mettle of both human and alien leaders alike, as they navigated the treacherous waters of diplomacy and brinksmanship. The choices they made would echo through the ages, shaping the course of history for generations to come. The human response. As news of the galactic community's interest in humanity spread, the human population found itself divided. Some factions, fearful of alien intentions, called for a policy of isolation and self-reliance. They argued that humanity should focus on strengthening its own defenses and avoiding entanglement with the complex web of galactic politics. Others, however, saw the situation as an opportunity for humanity to assert its place in the galactic order. They believed that by engaging with the other sapient species and demonstrating their value as allies and partners, humanity could secure a seat at the table and have a say in shaping the future of the galaxy. The debates raged across Earth and its colonies, with passionate advocates on both sides making their case. In the end, it was the voice of reason and cooperation that prevailed. The human leadership, recognizing the potential benefits of engagement, decided to extend an olive branch to the galactic community. In a historic address, the human president announced that Earth would welcome alien diplomats and representatives for talks. The goal was to establish a framework for peaceful coexistence and mutual understanding, one that would recognize humanity's sovereignty while also acknowledging the larger galactic context in which they found themselves. To demonstrate their goodwill and commitment to cooperation, the human leadership also proposed a joint research initiative focused on unlocking the secrets of human regeneration. They invited the Xinthians and other scientifically minded species to collaborate with human scientists in studying this remarkable ability, with the goal of developing medical breakthroughs that could benefit all sapient life. The galactic community, initially taken aback by humanity's bold and proactive approach, soon began to see the wisdom in the human proposal. The Aldari, who had long been working behind the scenes to promote diplomacy, threw their full support behind the human initiative. Even the Crinians, faced with the prospect of a united front of humans and their galactic allies, began to reconsider their hardline stance. They grudgingly agreed to participate in the talks, though they remained wary of humanity's potential. As the preparations for the historic summit began, a sense of cautious optimism began to spread throughout the galaxy. For the first time in generations, it seemed that a new era of cooperation and understanding was within reach. But the road ahead would not be easy. Old prejudices and fears still lingered, and there were those on both sides who remained committed to their narrow visions of the galaxy's future. The coming negotiations would test the resolve and wisdom of all involved, as they sought to forge a path forward that would ensure peace and prosperity for all. The fate of the galaxy hung in the balance, and the choices made in the coming days would shape the course of history for generations to come. The human delegation, led by their most skilled diplomats and scientists, prepared to embark on the most important mission in human history. one that would determine humanity's place among the stars. A new era. The historic summit between humanity and the galactic community was a tense and delicate affair. Diplomats and representatives from across the galaxy gathered on a neutral space station, chosen for its symbolic significance as a place of cooperation and exchange. The human delegation, led by the charismatic and skilled diplomat, Ambassador Nadia Soren, entered the talks with a clear vision of what they hoped to achieve. They sought to secure humanity's place as an equal partner in the galactic community, while also preserving their sovereignty and right to self-determination. The negotiations were long and arduous, with each side bringing their own agendas and concerns to the table. The Crinians, still wary of humanity's potential, pushed for strict oversight and limitations on human expansion. The Xinthians, eager to begin the joint research into human regeneration, lobbied for a more open and collaborative approach. Through it all, Ambassador Soren and her team worked tirelessly to find common ground and build bridges between the disparate factions. They emphasized humanity's desire for peaceful coexistence and mutual benefit, while also making it clear that they would not compromise on their core values and rights. In the end, after weeks of intense negotiations, a historic accord was reached. The agreement, known as the Soren-Aldari Pact, established a framework for cooperation and exchange between humanity and the galactic community. Under the terms of the pact, humanity agreed to limited oversight from the Galactic Council in exchange for a seat at the table and a voice in shaping galactic policy. The joint research initiative into human regeneration would move forward, with the Xinthians taking the lead and human scientists working alongside them as equal partners. The pact also established clear guidelines for human expansion and colonization, ensuring that humanity's growth would be managed in a way that was sustainable and respectful of the rights of other sapient species. As the ink dried on the agreement, a sense of hope and excitement began to spread throughout the galaxy. The Soren-Aldari Pact represented a new era of cooperation and understanding, one in which humanity would take its rightful place among the stars. In a ceremony filled with pomp and circumstance, Ambassador Soren took her place as the first human member of the Galactic Council. As she looked out over the gathered dignitaries and representatives, she could not help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. Humanity had come a long way from its humble beginnings on a small blue planet. Through ingenuity, determination, and a stubborn refusal to accept limits, they had achieved the impossible. They had not only survived, but thrived in the face of adversity, and now they stood as equals among the great civilizations of the galaxy. As the ceremony concluded and the delegates dispersed, Ambassador Soren knew that the real work was just beginning. The joint research initiative would require careful management and oversight, and there would undoubtedly be challenges and setbacks along the way. But for now, as she looked out over the stars, she could not help but feel a sense of hope and optimism for the future. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and the possibilities that lay ahead were limitless. With the Soren-Aldari Pact as a foundation, humanity and the galactic community would work together to build a brighter future for all. The road ahead would be long and difficult, but with cooperation, understanding, and a shared commitment to progress, anything was possible. And so, as the galaxy watched, a new era dawned, one in which humanity and the stars would be forever intertwined, and the future would be shaped by the choices and actions of all sapient beings, working together towards a common goal.